Some new scientific research is causing quite a stir in the medical community.
The fight is over antidepressants and whether they work any better than a simple placebo. And an explosive report airing this Sunday. 60 Minutes correspondent Leslie Stahl spoke to the psychologist behind the study.
Irving Kirsch is the associate director of the Placebo Studies program at Harvard Medical School. And he says that his research challenges the very effectiveness of antidepressants.
The difference between the effect of a placebo and the effect of an antidepressant is minimal for most people.
So you're saying if they took a sugar pill, they'd have the same effect?
They'd have almost as large an effect, and whatever difference there would be clinically insignificant.
But people are getting better taking antidepressants. I know them.
Oh, yes.
We all know them.
The people get better when they take the drug, but it's not the chemical ingredients of the drug that are making them better. It's largely the placebo effect.
Irving Kirsch's specialty has been the study of the placebo effect, the taking of a dummy pill without any medication in it that creates an expectation of healing that is so powerful, symptoms are actually alleviated. Is it all in your head, or?
Well, it's not all in your head because the placebos can also affect your body. So if you take a placebo tranquilizer, you're likely to have a lowering of blood pressure and pulse rate. Placebos can decrease pain, and we know that's not all in the mind also because we can track that using neuroimaging in the brain as well.
Leslie Stahl joins us now. Welcome.
I'm so glad to be here.
We're so glad to have you.
Both of you this morning.
Thanks for having you.
Really.
What's the takeaway for this research, from this research?
You know, I think it's explosive because basically it's saying that except, and this is important, except for those very severely depressed, because everybody says that these antidepressants do work if it's a depression that you just can't get over. But if you're moderately depressed or mildly depressed, a sugar pill would be just as good.
Why? Because it makes you, the idea, the mental notion that something is happening to me does as much as having...
Well, it's the placebo effect. Right. And part of our story involves how the mind is so powerful over the body that the placebo effect shows up even if you have knee surgery, with osteoporosis, if you have Parkinson's disease, all these diseases that somehow involve the mind. And it's not just in your mind. Yeah. It actually, a sugar pill can actually change your blood pressure. Mm-hmm. They've monitored the brain. It can change the brain chemistry. And the doctor giving you the pill, if it's a sugar pill, just telling you he cares, and yes, I know you're sick, and here's something to help you. That doctor is part of the placebo effect.
So how many doctors then are prescribing a sugar pill?
Not only psychiatry. Oh, sugar pills?
Well, or a placebo, I should say.
You know, that's a great question. All through my reporting, I kept asking, well, why don't they just prescribe sugar pills? There's no side effects. I mean, there are side effects with antidepressants, and it's not ethical. But, you know, in my head, to give a pill that is as good as a placebo with side effects isn't ethical either. So I think, you know, why not give a sugar pill? So if they don't do it, they won't do it.
So if someone sees your report on Sunday night, and millions will, what should they do? Should they go to their doctor and say, what are you prescribing for me? And is it possible that a placebo would be all I need?
Well, it's funny to ask for a placebo. It's interesting, there was a study that said that even if you know it's a placebo, it still works as a placebo. No, what people should do is definitely confer with your doctor. Do not go off an antidepressant if you're on them, because they do have an effect on your body anyway, and you can't go off cold turkey. You must be under the care of a physician. But if you have concerns and if you're mildly depressed, I mean, everybody in this story, even those who defend antidepressants, agreed that they're no more effective than a placebo if you're mildly depressed, and for the vast majority of moderately depressed.
And so what did the drug company say to you when you began this investigation?
They said the pills work.
And so what impact will this have on them?
Well, for a lot of doctors who are unaware of this study, I think physicians out there will begin to question what they're prescribing. Perhaps they'll go read this study. I mean, it's obvious a lot of doctors are unfamiliar with this new research, and more psychiatrists are becoming familiar with it.
It's great to have you here in the morning.
It's wonderful to be here.
Come back.
anytime.
Leslie Stahl, you can see her full report Sunday night on 60 Minutes right here on CBS.